Hello everyone and welcome to Grand Theft Auto Online. I have made one previous Grand Theft Auto 5 video that was actually in the single player mode showing the shuttle mod for that, but I haven't done much in Grand Theft Auto until now. But recently I've been playing it a lot with Twitch followers, and so I've had a lot of fun in it, and I decided to try and make a video in this game. And the natural topic is how to make money in this game. Of course, this has been covered by plenty of people already, but I suppose I'll have my own particular twist on things. And yeah, so let's just get to it. I think the first thing to cover is how to make money solo. Even though you might be in a public session, which I am right now, and there are other people doing other things, you can make money on your own without like a crew. But of course, a lot of activities do require you to play with some other people collaboratively. So we'll go through various things, but this video will focus on making money on your own. I am far from a specialist in this game. I haven't been playing very long. I only recently got interested in it. I had bought it like more than a year ago, but I hadn't spent much time in it until just starting maybe a month ago. And it was a good time to start because a lot of stuff went on sale. And when I say on sale, there are a lot of things to purchase in this game that help you make money. So let's take a look first what you're going to be doing in this game, what you're trying to get. You can see I've got 116,000 in the bank. That's not very much. And the first thing you're probably going to want to get is an apartment. And that will be under real estate, view property listings. And what you want is a high-end apartment, sort low to high, and starting at 200,000. This Del Perro Heights one is probably the base level one that allows you to do heists. Now heists you have to have other people with, so we're not going to talk too much about that right now. But if you're gonna buy an apartment, you might as well have one that will allow you to do heists. Also, it's got a nice 10-car garage, so that's good. The next thing you would want to get as far as property is something that allows you to do more missions. There are a lot of properties that allow you to do more missions. Most of them are in this foreclosure site. Clubhouses are cheap, but limiting. And you can see it's on sale right now for 50%. So it's 50% off, and that's a fairly cheap clubhouse right there. This one is mine right now. So the Sandy Shores Clubhouse here. And yeah, they're cheap, but then you have to add on additional businesses which cost much more. So keep that in mind. If you just get the clubhouse, you're going to be able to do a few extra missions, but not a whole lot. And then there are bunkers, hangars, facilities, but none of these are the first thing that you want to get, actually. The first thing you want to get is the executive office. And this one is available if you get the Criminal Enterprises Starter Pack. That's what this $sign means. It comes automatically with it. I actually purchased it before I got the Criminal Enterprises Starter Pack because it was on sale. It was 500,000 for me, but I think it's 1 million regularly. And this allows you to do lots of other things, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But in order to get these things, generally you're going to need to make some money first. And here's one opportunity. You can see they've got a random mission here, collect checkpoints for cash and RP. Well, let's just do that. I mean, so just driving around the game, you'll automatically get these opportunities to make money. And I'm going to hit these checkpoints and get some cash from it. How much can you expect to get? Oh, this is definitely not the way to get. There's a back alley to get to that one. In general, I sort of expect to get 50 to 100,000 per hour. And missions tend to take like 15 minutes and give you between 10 and 20,000. So this is a 10-minute little auto-gen mission. And you saw just hitting one checkpoint gave 750. So these randomly generated missions may ask you to do stunt jumping, for instance. Maybe how far you can do a wheelie, I've done before. How many cars can you steal within a given time? Or hunt other players. Probably if you see the Hunt Other Players one, you shouldn't be doing anything else important at that time. Ending game day is 48 minutes. Basically, 1 minute is half an hour. And that's important for selling stolen cars. You can only sell a stolen car, a base level stolen car, to Los Santos Customs once every day. And I'll do that in a sec to show you how that works. Again, this is assuming you're even more of a newbie in this game than I am, which is impressive. I'm pretty new to this myself, but I'm doing fine. I've quickly become comfortable in this game. It was initially a bit of a grind, but I happen to be playing at a time when there are not too many other people playing, so I feel like this is going to be relatively easy compared to at the peak times to win this particular challenge. Nobody else is even hitting these. Okay, the challenge is almost finished. Nobody else really partook in it. I guess they're all busy with other stuff. And I got an extra 4,500 altogether. So basically, I think I got maybe 14,000 in 10 minutes. It's not the greatest take, but it's something. In any case, let's steal a car. It is called Grand Theft Auto after all. Now, I'm not gonna belabor this, and so I'm just going to go up to... oh, not that one. I'm just gonna steal the first likely car instead of trying to go after the most lucrative ones. You're gonna have to look up online which ones are the most lucrative. I'm not particularly best at picking them out anyway. If they're too much of a high-end car, like a sports car like that one over there, you are not gonna be able to sell it. It's too hot for Los Santos Customs. There is a way to steal cars like that and sell them, but you're going to have to get a CEO office. Okay, well, now I have to lose to cops, and this is probably not the best vehicle to do that in. I've got 2 stars, and... oh, Simeon wants this vehicle. Okay, well that sometimes happens. That's a special buyer who will give you a little bit extra. But I have to avoid the cops first. I have to just wait until my 2 stars go away. And that just involves avoiding the scope of the cops' radar, basically. Oh, one's coming. Wow, those are the strongest volleyball nets ever. Okay, so this is Los Santos Customs, and you can sell a vehicle here or any of the other Los Santos Customs once per day. Regardless of which one you go to, it's once per day. Karen BJXL. I've sort of dented it, but it's only $149 to repair it.
From a toad to a prince.
Let's see if we can sell it here. It's only 2,700. If Simeon wants it, it's probably better just to sell it to Simeon. Well, it doesn't say bring it to Simeon, so maybe this was not the vehicle Simeon wanted? Or that was already gone. Simeon is usually at the docks here. So, since there's no S, I'm supposing that he just doesn't want it, really. Don't know what happened with that. Okay, back her up. Let's just sell it here. Shouldn't have resprayed it at all. So this is not a very lucrative one. The best ones, generally speaking, go for 8,000 to 10,000, but there are special ones associated with gangs. If you steal them, you could get more than 10,000 for, but not too much more. Okay, well, every so often you'll find yourself without a vehicle, and so you can just press M for the interaction menu, vehicle, request personal vehicle, and it should deliver it over here. I don't actually need my personal vehicle for the next thing I want to do, though, which is a race. So, we go to online, jobs. Now, there's quick job, which means you gotta join an existing job that's already been set up. and you can pick which category, but you can't pick which specific race or deathmatch or capture or mission that they're doing. You just gotta be dumped into whichever one is available. If you want to set up one, or at least make sure that you get a particular one, you go to one of these categories: bookmarked, recently played, Rockstar created. Let's say a stunt race. And you can pick from the particular race. If there's already one that's been set up, you'll be dumped in with that. If one hasn't been set up, you'll be able to set it up. And sometimes missions here have multipliers. For instance, right now, for adversary mode, Motor Wars. These Motor Wars, you can see 3 times RP. You can see in this corner here, 3 times RP, 3 times dollars. So you get 3 times the regular payout for doing those right now. And those will rotate every now and again. So basically every week or so, there'll be something else that's featured that will give you a better bonus. Sometimes there'll be races, sometimes there'll be some other kind of mission, and you can just check for those. And probably those will be the ones that a lot of people will be playing. So you might as well hop in on that, if because you get a bigger payout if there are a lot of people playing it in the same lobby. If you're doing it like solo or with a small group, you're not going to get as much money. That's assuming that you are going to win, though. Winning is still very helpful and paramount to all of this. Missions are, well, they're just missions, similar to the kinds of things you do in single-player mode. And you can do them solo, 1 to 2 players here. But let's try a stunt race. Even though stunt races right now, they aren't benefiting from a multiplier. Probably the most complicated ones are the transform races. And when I first started playing, those had the multiplier. So you can see with the little green check mark, I went through them all, except for that one. I guess let's see what that one's all about. Sure, I'll start that job. I have not played that one. No active race found, so escape to host. Now, if you're totally not confident in your ability to race, you can do it on your own. And then you'll be guaranteed to be in first place, which will get you plenty of money. If, on the other hand, you are very confident in racing, you would benefit from being in a large lobby with a lot of people, because that'll give you a bonus. Okay, standard race, 2 laps, fine. And these are options. Catch up means that the people in front will be slowed down and the people in the back will speed up to make it a little bit more competitive. But not so competitive that it's totally unfair, generally speaking. Custom vehicles you're going to have to watch out for, because that means that people can bring in their modified vehicles to play. Not so important for transform races, but for some of the other races, if they're just a particular vehicle, focused on a particular vehicle, then having a customized version of that particular vehicle will be really helpful. I'll just put it off for now. Slipstream, radio. I've got my music turned off, and that's because I'm worried about copyright stuff. Okay, matchmaking can be open, I guess, but I probably won't catch anybody at this time of day. Auto invite. As you can see, I'm only a level 57, not really high up there or anything. You know what? Why don't I try it solo just to see what it's all about? I haven't tried this one yet before anyway. I have 2 characters, by the way. And you can have 2 characters. They will share the bank account, but they won't share properties. So, benefit-wise, it's just splitting your time. So, you'll have to think about that. On average, races I found, unless you're in a big lobby with a lot of people or have a multiplier, they'll give you about 1,000 per minute. So if you really grind them out, you talk about 60,000 per hour. And so transform races, your vehicle changes along the way. And now I have this vehicle instead of a motorcycle. That's why having a custom vehicle is probably not as effective in this kind of race as in others. Knowing how to fly in this game, on the other hand, it can be very effective. And this was under the category of stunt races, which is why it's so peculiar. There are regular races. There's sort of MiG-13 variant. MiG-15, sorry. Costs a lot, though. The MiG-15 is like 3 million in-game credits. Oh, it's gonna turn me into a boat. Wow. Okay, where am I going? There's where I'm going. So this particular race mode will really keep you on your toes. And then another boat. Ow. Actually, this particular one can turn into a land vehicle. You can see the tucked in wheels there. And I forget how to do that. Probably E. Yep, it's E. And back to motorcycle. I'll call that a clean lap, which pretty much means that I didn't fall off of anything. Oh, I'm going sideways. I'm going sideways. You can control yourself. The vehicles sort of have a reaction wheel, if you're familiar with Kerbal Space Program. They very definitely have a reaction wheel to allow you to turn midair. So I'll probably have cut out most of the second lap, just for brevity's sake. And here we are, completing the second lap. So it took 6 minutes, and since I didn't have any competition, obviously I was first, so this is what you could expect. So again, 6 minutes, 6,000, 1,000 per minute, without anybody else here. If you won a race with like 20 other people, you could probably expect like 75,000 or something like that. Probably like 10,000 per minute if you won with a huge group of people. So there's that. And like the missions or dislike the missions, as long as you rated the job, you get extra reputation points. And those count towards your level, which count towards unlocking more stuff. Okay, I don't want to do one of these. Let's try one of the Motor Wars things, because those have a multiplier to them. You know, if I randomly asked for a quick job with... it'd be better, probably. Because we need other people to play against with Motor Wars. And that's because it's basically like a survival deathmatch kind of thing. Sort of PUBG, except with teams. So, as I understand it, possibly more like Fortnite. But adversary mode, obviously, you're talking about having adversaries, so you can't do it on your own. And the more people, the better. Now, since Motor Wars is the one with the multiplier, I assume that if I am looking for an adversary mode job, that, yep, it will be a Motor War one. So, 2 teams, 4 people, and let's see how it works, if it works. We will see. So basically, we parachute down, just like in PUBG or Fortnite, and we have a pistol, and we are out trying to get weapons. Now there's 5 people, so it's probably gonna kick 1, or even more. And with only 4 or 5 people, that's not so great for the payout. What we really want is like 20 people, and then the payout will be great. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, well, I don't know if the other guy readied or not, but let's find out. Okay, good. Okay, so, like I said, we parachute off. By the way, to use your parachute, F. Important piece of information sometimes. And you can see there are vehicles strewn on the map, and we have little icons to indicate where they are, and also where the weapons are. There seems to be a vehicle over here. Okay, I don't want to get caught on the windmills. But I also don't want to smash into the ground. Watch out for smashing into the ground. I've done that. Okay, good times. I'm purple team and I see the orange team already has a vehicle. I don't know if that vehicle up ahead will be any better. It feels more armored. Oh! And I can launch weapons. Good. This will be good. Is this one better? It'll require the other player, I think. Well, here comes the bad guy. Aww, that was too easy for him. Well, it's got to really kill. Okay, I lost. How much do you get for losing when it's 3x? Well, 5,000. The other guy is not even present. It was 3 against 1. But 5,000 for what was really quick. And we've got... they have to win 2 rounds. It's not really fair at this point, 3-1, but I'll take it. I mean, it's just... didn't last more than a minute or so, really, it felt like. And in terms of the time, it's not so bad. Well, that was quick. So that's the end of it. Still, I got 13,000 out of it. So, you know. Frustrating, but worthwhile. Somehow one person dropped out of orange team. Interesting. So they got 27,000, which is pretty good, considering the time it took. But again, it'd be much more if there had been more people in the lobby. So there are a variety of missions like that you can undertake. Some will require more people, some less. But I'm not going to go through all of them. There's definitely more than 100. So you can pick and choose, depending especially on whether they've got a multiplier or not. But let me talk quickly about the solo missions you can do once you get a CEO office in particular. Okay, so it's currently raining in-game, and I'm headed to my CEO office, which, as it so happens, is right across the street from my apartment, which is really handy. And again, if you get the Criminal Enterprises Starter Pack, you can get this CEO office for free. Otherwise, it's $1 million normally. I got it for $500,000 because I got it on sale. And one reason why I'm making this video right now is because the CEO office and many other things are on sale in the game. And the game itself is on sale for 20 bucks, so that's handy. And I think in terms of playtime, it's worthwhile and variety of activities and such. So yeah, I've been having fun with it, that's why I wanted to share. But anyway, this is the CEO office. I've called my office Kerbloot. And what you want to eventually get to is actually, if you're trying to make money on your own, is, once I can sit down here, oh, I actually have to declare myself a CEO first. That's something, every time you play, you have to declare yourself a CEO or a motorcycle club president, and you have to change between the two. You do that by M, SecuroServe, register as CEO. And there is a passive mode in the game if you don't want other players to constantly kill you. But if you're a CEO, you cannot use passive mode, so that's the thing. Okay, now I can access the computer. And it's the vehicle cargo missions. Now, the vehicle cargo missions are only possible if you have a place to store your vehicle, and that's a vehicle warehouse. I've got one. And it would have costed 1.5 million, except it was on sale, and so I got it for 750,000. You cannot get the vehicle warehouse from any sort of package like the Criminal Enterprises Starter Kit. Criminal Enterprises Starter Kit gives you mid-range stuff just to start out. It's not like you're going to be getting top-of-the-line stuff, and so it's just a little bit of a head start. It'd probably save you some time. maybe 40 hours or so, something like that. And so that's basically what you're paying for there. But otherwise, you'll eventually want to move on from the things that you get from that pack. It's just a starter pack. But what you do with Vehicle Warehouse, and again, you need the CEO office for $1 million, and then the Vehicle Warehouse for 1.5 million unless it's on sale. And then you can do these source vehicles, and that will give you a high-end vehicle to steal. And these missions net quite a lot of money. So, first of all, it says Vehicle 811 Top Range Plate Slick. So, I'm off to get this vehicle.
What's cooking? Let me know.
Remember, Los Santos Customs only accepts low-end vehicles, so you can't sell the kind of vehicles that we're about to steal to them. And these vehicle missions are a two-step process. You steal the vehicle and then bring it to the warehouse, and then you sell it from the warehouse. For a top-end vehicle, you can get up to...
Okay, so this car is in motion. Stop them on their route, get the car, and bring it into the warehouse.
Okay, so the vehicle is in motion. We need to steal it while it's in motion. There it is. You can see driver's driving. You can get up to 100,000. Well, actually 80,000 is the best you can do. But 80,000 for like maybe 20 minutes worth of work is pretty good compared to normal standards in GTA 5. Especially since you can run these missions on your own. Downside, other players can sort of foil your attempt. So they will be made aware of your attempt to store the vehicle and also to sell the vehicle ultimately. There'll be a little red marker for them, you and your stolen vehicle, and they can attempt to take it away from you. So there is risk. There's especially risk because once you steal the vehicle, you have to pay for repairs. And if you really want to sell it for the maximum amount of money, you're going to have to pay to respray it, do some body work, change the license plates, and other things. And I'll show you that. Can you do something except for vehicle warehouse missions once you get to CEO office? The answer is yes. There are very good missions that are available without doing the vehicle missions. But if you're looking to make money solo, this is one of the best things you can do. Okay, the vehicle is coming up. We're about to intercept it. And remember, I have to pay for any damage done to it, so I want to be careful. Okay, unfortunately I put a lot of bullet holes and I'm gonna have to pay for that. Okay, and 5,000. So again, I'm gonna have to pay 5,000 up front if I store this vehicle in the warehouse. And now it's visible to players, to other players, so they can stop me. And I did not, and there are cops too. I do not want to be spotted by cops. You know what? Ow, that's gonna do more damage. I'm gonna go a different route since the cops are here. You can get rid of wanted. Let's see. Maybe I can have Lester do it. Ooh, don't shoot it! Don't shoot it! You'll do some damage to it.
I'm guessing you don't want a back rub. How can I help?
Remove wanted level.
Okay, my friend. I'll take care of the LSPD. Leave it to me.
Thank you. Thank you, Lester. So that's a thing you can do. You can call up Lester, and Lester will get rid of your wanted level. Again, it costs some money, 600, but in this case worthwhile because we're ultimately aiming to get 80,000 from this. Though now it's down, because of the repairs, it's gonna be down to 74,000. Now you might wonder, how often do players try and intercept you? And I've done like maybe 10 of these missions, I'll have to check. And I've been intercepted by a player once. Oh. Okay, so here's the warehouse, and there will be different warehouses, and they basically vary by location, not by capacity. And of course, if the location is better, I guess it's easier to deliver them. Mine's is a little bit far downtown. I didn't think it was that bad a location. But see, it's taken out the 6,345 for repairs. And then once you've gotten it repaired, you go to this laptop here. Well,
okay,
take the
that's on the books at your
call.
warehouse. You've got to use the SecuroServe terminal at the office if you want to go after another one.
Okay, I'm going to actually want to sell this vehicle now. Okay, so the one we just got was Slick, this one. I'm going to pick to export it. And delivery commission by default is 40,000, but we don't want the 40,000. We want to go for the high-end modifications to the specialist dealer to get 80,000. Now, in order to do that, we're going to have to put in 20,000 up front. So if somebody else kills us, we're going to lose that 20,000 plus the 6,000 that we got for repairs, so we're down 26,000. If we make it, we're going to net about 74,000, 74,000. So that's the trade-off.
Let's get ready to work.
So we have to remove the tracker, change the plate,
Your own
respray it.
DMV.
Not matte. How about metallic? And once you've paid 20,000 for the changes, the rest of the details are free.
People.
So it's a 3.45 mile trip, and players will be able to see you. And they know you're delivering this car. And of course, if you take damage, you gotta lose money. You know, apparently hitting street signs is not too bad. Probably the greatest menace during these missions is actually the AI cars. Well, it's always tense as you approach the delivery location. And that's right here. This garage is where they want it. And it's delivered. So I didn't hit anything, so I got the 100,000, so net 74,000. How long did it take? Less than 20 minutes. So there is a cooldown time before you can sell another one, but you have to pick up another one anyway. So very lucrative. You could easily make 200,000 an hour or more like that. And I want my vehicle right now. But what if you can't purchase one of those vehicle warehouses? Can you do something with your CEO, existence to make some money? Well, yes. One of my favorite things to do just quickly if I've got, if I'm between things, is to go to SecuroServe CEO. By the way, you can actually hire out vehicles, and so that's an option. If you want a Buzzard, you can rent one for 25,000. I don't like renting vehicles though, but it's a thought if you're in a pinch. But VIP work, there are all these options here, and probably the easiest one is Sightseer. And so let's start that. It entails picking up 3 packages. You have to go to your phone, go to the Sightseer app, and sort of decode where the packages are using this sort of mini game. Okay, so now I've got my GPS tuned to the first package, which is right here. And I'll just make sure I'm not selecting anything else. Right now, the other players can't see me, but once I pick up the package, they will be able to. The value of picking up the 3 packages is 25,000 generally. 20 to 25,000. You can do this job without being in a public session. So you can be in a solo session without any other players able to interfere with you. and still be able to do this mission, which is obviously a lot easier. And so it's just a matter of the time it takes to get from package location to package location. And as you can see, the total amount of time it can take is 15 minutes. You're gonna fail the mission if you take any longer than that. So 25,000 in 15 minutes. And then there's a cooldown of 5 minutes after that, so call it 20 minutes because you can't do it again. Of course, you don't want to grind it over and over and over again. That would not be fun. And in general, I've tried my best to alternate activities so that I don't feel like I'm grinding. Okay, we're coming up on the first package, which is, I think, up those stairs. So let's get to it. And then people will be able to see me. Alright. They're gonna try and come after me. I'm gonna do the next mini game. Done. And now the next package is revealed. Okay, here's package number 2. Okay, and one more package. I've got 9 minutes, or let's say 8 minutes. And that wasn't easy. That minigame is usually the most difficult one, but it turned out to be easy. You have to pick out those numbers from that field of numbers. So happened that the numbers I wanted were highlighted immediately anyway. The numbers change around, so that's what makes it hard. Oh, oh, somebody's trying to kill me. Somebody's trying to kill me. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. So, maybe you should do this in a private session. Yeah. Also, there's another one called Headhunter, I think, where you get to assassinate people. Aww. Yeah, well, okay, it had to happen at some point. Somebody with a jetpack killed me. Okay, so I failed that mission instead of getting the 25,000. I still got 3,500, but let's bank that. Alright, well, yeah, they killed me. They probably got some points for that. That's what they were supposed to do. They were told to do that, and they did. So, yeah, but them's the breaks. I think I'll probably wrap it up here. So those are some of the missions you can do solo, and I'll probably do more videos on more kinds of things, especially as certain kinds of activities get bonuses. And remember, this is a good time to, you know, get certain facilities, and like the CEO offices. This one, for instance, half off, so they're half off now. That one's really expensive. But the one I have was like the cheapest one, and that was only $1 million. And I got for $500,000. So, yeah, that's why I decided to inform at this particular time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please do press like. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time.